Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, April 26th, and we just got back from Paul's 15-month pediatric appointment. So I thought I'd do a 15-month update on what this little munchkin is up to. And apparently he's going to join me. So stat-wise, the first thing you do at pretty much every pediatric appointment. Weight-wise, he's 26 pounds, 12 ounces. So he's 93 percentile. He's always been in the 90s, so that totally goes along the curve that he's been going at. His height, I wish I had said something. They like lay them down on this ruler and his head was like crooked. So she measured him in at 31¼ inches, but I don't think that's, I think it might have been more like 32. I don't even know if it's enough to make a difference, but his percentile dropped to 53, but the pediatrician wasn't worried whatsoever. But he's 31¼ inches height long. And then his head circumference is 49.5 centimeters, which is 98 percentile. I am so sorry, Paul. I have a ginormous gourd of a head. No hat fits my head. I feel like I have passed that curse along onto Paul. He's healthy. He's happy. The pediatrician said he looked great. I said he wasn't walking yet, and the pediatrician wasn't even remotely worried because he's a little chatterbox. I don't know, he's out of frame now, but he doesn't stop talking. So the pediatrician said that was awesome. They kind of either do one. Either they're doing walking and not talking, or they're talking and not walking. And by 18 months, he said he's pretty sure he's going to be walking. We also found another tooth. So Paul has 4 up at top, 2 at the bottom, and then 1 on his right side. I guess like the 5th one on the top is kind of poking through. It's not really there yet, but I think that's why we've been having sleeping problems the last couple days. Last week, he just didn't nap at all a couple times. When my parents were here, there was 1 or 2 days where he woke up screaming at 3 in the morning. What was it, Saturday into Sunday? Matt was in the recliner with Paul from 11 p.m. till I think 7 in the morning when Paul woke up. Every time he tried to lay him down, he would wake up, or he was up for a period of like an hour just talking to Matt. So it was teething. So the last time I did an update was his 12th month. So just a couple cool things that Paul has been doing since then. Let's see. He started pulling himself up onto his feet. So he's been doing cruising where he stands up on his back legs by himself and he will like hold on to either a couch or like the spindles of our, I guess it's like the landing in our hallway has spindles. How to describe it? Exactly like that. You could have done it. Better timing. So he's been pulling up on things a lot, getting on his feet. And he's also, I've taught him to get back down because there was a period where he'd stand up and get stuck and wanted help. So I'd help him back down. We've had lots of teeth come in. Like I said, he has 4 that totally came in on the top and 2 bottom. And he has another top one coming in. I don't think it's really broken the skin yet. So I'm going to still say he has 6 teeth, like 6.5. He started clapping in month 13. He started doing a lot more sign language in month 13. I have to be careful because he's right here. He knows what all these are. But he started doing more when he wants to eat more. He knows all done. He knows the sign for milk for nursing at nighttime. He knows the sign for book. We've been working on the sign for help. Like if he needs help, like can I help you with something? What else does he do? He started waving. Not that that's a sign language, but he started waving. He also, at the end of March, I gave him his first haircut. He had these like third eye blind bangs going on and they were just, I just was not feeling it anymore. So it was just spur of the moment. I was like, Matt, hold him down. And I just took my scissors and went at it. Did I do the best job? No, but it looks a lot better. Oh, the other sign he does is hugs, which is like this. He kind of does that when he wants to be held too. Also, the last couple months he's gotten a lot more, his emotions have come out. So some music will like play and then he'll get really emotional and his lower lip will start quivering, which is so cute and so sad at the same time. You can tell he's getting frustrated with things. So if he has a toy and you try to take it away, he might get a little PO'd or peeved. So I can definitely tell that his emotions are starting to come through, which is right on time with what the Lovery box and his KiwiCo box were all themed towards emotions with good reason. Also, I would say tied to emotions, he's gotten the stranger danger, I guess, kind of kicked in. I've noticed now when we go to doctor's offices or see friends or when we had family come over, he gets really shy. And I hadn't noticed that before. So he'll want to be picked up by me or Matt. He just kind of like hides his face. Again, it's cute. It's sad at the same time. We are trying to be on the road of all emotions are good. So avoiding things like, you know, saying like, oh, don't be sad, we're trying to be like, it's okay to be sad. That's what the books and stuff we've been reading have been talking about. Talking wise, his vocabulary, I think he's at about, I would say about 22 words. I have to update my list. But he started with, of course, Momo, Mosley, and then Dada, and then, but even just with my parents being here this weekend, he picked up Grandpa, Papa, and he says, yeah, for Grandma. But he picked that up just in the 2.5 days that my parents were here. So he's just picking up words constantly. In the last few days, he also picked up uh-oh. So if something falls, he says uh-oh. So feeding wise, I don't even really want to say I'm nursing anymore. Really, I still nurse him to sleep for nap and bedtime at night. It takes, he's still doing the one nap. That's pretty much our standard now. And for nap time, he's usually asleep within 5 minutes nursing. And then at nighttime, he's nursing for like 5 minutes and he's passed out. So I don't think I'm actually nursing him per se. I think it's just helping him sleep, which is fine. If that helps him sleep, we're fine with that at this point. Most of his nutrition is coming from food. And I was looking at the update from 12 months and he just was so good with fruits and vegetables when he was like 6, 7 months old. And now he's like, meh. So it's like carbs and cheese are what he wants. And there are some days where whatever I make for dinner, he doesn't really want anything. I'm kind of just, it's so tempting to just feed him. Oh, I know he wants Cheerios. I'll just give him Cheerios. But I don't. If he's not hungry, then he doesn't really eat for some reason. And then there are other days where he's just a bottomless pit and eats and eats and eats and eats. I tried to give him what I'm eating. It also makes me eat healthier. I am able to get him to eat a lot of fruits and veggies via smoothies. He loves smoothies, all different types of smoothies. He also likes pureed prunes, so if we have some potty problems, which have been happening, I can just puree some prunes in the mixer with a little bit of water, and he seems to really like that. Sleep, I really cannot complain. He still is sleeping pretty much every day from about bedtimes, about anywhere between 7:30 and 8 p.m. and he wakes up between, I would say, 7 and 7:30 in the morning. And 95% of the time, he sleeps completely through the night. He's not waking up. He usually wakes up when he's teething and has problems, which has been the last couple days. Nap time, I'm usually doing about 4 to 5 hours after he's been up. We have lunch and then we go upstairs and we do our routine, which is just getting into comfy clothes if they're not wet from lunch. We read some books and then I lay with him. I don't know if I think I've talked about this before. To get him to nap, it's very bizarre, but it works. I lay a yoga mat, I lay a blanket on top of that. I have his toys on the floor and I lay a pillow for me. I sit there and nurse him for about 5 minutes. Then I hang out there, listen to a podcast for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I leave and he's fine. I leave the door ajar and I close the baby gate. So he wakes up and opens the door. I can usually hear him. I have the baby monitor and he rarely wakes up screaming. And he'll just sit there and play till I come up and get him. So that system seems to be working. And his naps are anywhere between an hour and a half and 3 hours. I would say the norm is probably about 2 hours. Yesterday he slept for 3.5 hours. It was glorious. I think I already mentioned that he's not walking just yet. He's crawling, but he's gotten very efficient at crawling. Very good speed crawling. We've worked on the stairs. He now goes up the stairs. He goes down the stairs, and we've taught him to go leg first. We say on your tushy and like hit, your side, and he does that. He makes sure he tells you as he's going down the stairs, as he's putting his foot down. And I really wanted to work on that because, so what our plan is to do is to ditch the crib sooner than later. We have like a little toddler attachment to the crib that he then would be able to get out himself since he already sleeps on the floor at nap time and kind of wakes up, plays with things, and seems to be calm that way. When he's able to start walking, go down steps foot first instead of head first, we're going to try to modify the crib to be his toddler bed so that he can then kind of wrapped a little bit in the Montessori method of him just being more independent. So when he wakes up, he can get up and play, which is what he kind of does in his crib anyway. But I don't know when we're doing that. That's to come. Potty training wise, he now will tell me pee and point towards his diaper. So he's telling me that he's going to the bathroom, which is kind of a sign in books I've read that they could be ready to start potty training. Again, I'm waiting for him to walk because I don't think he's going to crawl to a potty. So I've been looking at some potties online on Amazon that I think I might start getting. And then as soon as he starts walking, I'm going to start looking into how we go down that rabbit hole. Teething wise, I think he's doing okay. When he got those teeth, the 4 on the top and the 2 in the bottom all came in pretty close to each other, and he was drooling like crazy. So we were doing the drool bibs. We do Tylenol and Motrin at night if he needs it, but most of the time, every night part of our routine is we use this clove oil from Amazon. It's called pumpkin butt. I actually got the idea from another YouTuber mom that she said she swore by it, and he actually doesn't mind it, and I think it helps. And we also do, you see he has the amber necklace. I have no idea if that actually works, but we keep it on him. And then I just have silicone teethers kind of all over the place. The ones he really likes, honestly, are just silicone drinking straws. He likes to play with them and he chews on them. And then just making sure that he has a lot of water accessible throughout the day so he doesn't get dehydrated. I mean, he's just drooling like crazy. So yeah, I think that's really everything I had for his 15-month update. He did get a bunch of shots, so we shall see if he gets fussy later in the day. But so far he's been a happy guy. He loves to read. He loves anything with wheels, cars, trucks, trains, anything. He likes some of his toys that make noise. Paul and Mo are starting to get an adorable relationship. He likes to crawl over to Mo and give him kisses or play with Mo's tail, and Mo likes to go over and give him kisses. It's really sweet to watch. And he loves to have really long, elaborate conversations with you, but you just have no idea what he's saying. So that's everything I had for Paul's 15-month update. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you next time. And here are a bunch of pictures from Paul from the last 3 months.